everyone, welcome to Missing People Psychic Readings. I'm Margaret. If you like the subscribe and put your thumbs up if you want. So this is Maddie. She's 14 years old when she went missing. This was in May 11th, 2021. And this was in Bathurst N.B, Canada. Don't know much about the place, but yeah, that's when she went missing. And what I've kind of heard is she went to school, she came home from school, and there was a man in a grey truck who picked her up, and she went in freely into the truck freely. That's all I know about it. But what kind of happened, a few days later, they found the truck and they found the man, and the man got arrested or thrown in jail, one of the two. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, she was 14, May 11, 2021, in Bathurst N.B, Canada. That's all I know. So, yeah. So, I'm going to do a reading on her. So, feel free to move on if you don't want to watch it, okay? 2, if you have any information on her, Melanie, please pass it on to the police. I do have 3 contact numbers. You can contact Constables online. I'm assuming you can, because you can here in Australia. But thirdly, I don't want to hear that on 101. This the case is closed, or you're 100% sure, alright? Fourthly, I don't want to hear any bad comments related to her case, or any cases I do, okay? So here goes the reading, but before I start the reading, I want to say I didn't know any of this, okay? A lady contacted me, and I had to follow where she went missing, what state, and her age. That's it. So yeah, but there's some now I look at it and go, yeah, that makes sense, right? So this is what I got. I got 2 men, okay? One's in his 30s, 20 or 30. He's got black hair. He's thin, but not really thin, alright? He's not velvet either, but he's quite thin. And I get another person. He's about Mellie's age, 14. He's got black hair. He's thin. She knows of him. That's it. He's into sports. I forgot. He's into sports, and I see him near a racetrack. Now where people run, that racetrack, and it's. Only way I can explain this, so we don't have it here in Australia, where you have the seats in your movies in America, where people sit down and watch people run and play footy and all that. Them kind of seats. I see him near there and around this racetrack. Okay. I've got 2 names. I do not know if they're connected to these 2 people. One's Nathan and one's Nick. Okay. Then I get a whole college, like a where people stay. Yeah. It's made of white stones. I see wood around it. I don't think it's made of wood, but I see wood around it. It reminds me of an old college farm place, but it's not, okay? I see like brown stones around as a fence, yeah. And near there I see a river or a lake, okay? And near there, I feel like it's at this river or lake, okay? This big round thing that I can see a kid getting into it, a young child getting into it, but not an adult, okay? It's almost like, them big round things, you got the wires in, so you get your dirty stuff like rubbish, leaves climbing up to it, and it stops it. It's kind of like that, but without the wire there, okay? I don't know if it's made of concrete or anything, but I see this round thing coming out into the water, onto the river or the lake or something like that, okay? I feel like this is like 30 minutes away from her house or away from where she was taken, okay? The man in the grey car or truck was on the road when she went into his car, okay? So that's another thing I want to share with you. People know of this place. The police hasn't checked it, but people know of it, okay? What else did I pick up with this place? That's pretty much it. But I do feel like this college is important, okay? So that's one passing this on to you. So the other thing I'm picking up, whoever took her, she knows of him. And I'll explain that to you a bit more later. But yeah, she knew this person. I feel like it's close to the family or close to her. And I get a 996. I don't know what that is, but I get a 996. Okay, I get a black car. That's pretty much there. What else did I get? Like I said, the house is a bit. It's not close to her house or where she was taken. I feel like it's like a 30-minute drive. That's 30 something in it. Anyway, there's 30-minute drive, 30-minute walk, something like that. Okay. Yeah, and she's not taken from the house. I'll get more into that one too. And I get with the house, I get holiday house. For some reason I get holiday house, okay? And I get a young man walking with her. A young boy or a young man. Now that's really, oh yeah, so I'll get a knife and gun. For some reason I get them too. Make sure I get it all. Yeah, and with her, I think this is more her personality. How she looks and talks is not who she really is in the public. She comes off shy, but she's got more confidence than she is. Okay, so I feel like that's more that's who she is. Okay, I think that was it. What I want to say now. Like I said, some of these, after I got this email from this lady, I only got where she went missing, like the current state and her age and the date, okay? I had no more information of it. So I did the reading because I thought that's a perfect way to do it because I have not much information related to her. But after I did the reading, I did a research on her and I found one news thing related to it, and I'll put it down for you so you can have a look at it. And he did say she was picked up from a man with a grey truck. Now I feel like this black car is something else, okay, from what I get it probably something else. I do feel like there was a black car around her. It may be a family car or someone she knows related to a black car. The man, it could be the man I picked up related to the truck. Had the police officer, he's doing talking about the case, okay? He's not saying what this guy looks like. So it could be the man, I don't know. Now the two names could be connected to the person that took her. Could not be, I'm not sure, okay? I'm not sure. It could be a friend of hers, and that's another thing I got in the reading, sister. So I feel like she's a sister of someone, or she has a sister, okay? That's not important, I'm assuming, but I feel like that's it. I'll just share that with you. But the other thing I picked up too, and I thought it was interesting, the young boy around her age. I wonder if he saw something. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I wonder if he saw something. Okay, I'm not quite sure. So I do pick up a young boy around her age. Alright, and I do feel like he's a friend of hers too. So, but honestly, this house, this college, I do feel like it's important. It's connected to her in some way. I don't know if she's there. I don't know if it's related to where she lives. From the look of the room where she's in this picture, I would say no. So I wonder really if she's close by to this place. I would say maybe even near the river or lake in the house. It's around that area, okay? From the pictures of this Bathurst N.B calendar, I kind of looked it up because I found I had in my head snow too. I picked up the snow and I thought that since it has snow there, it must have been there winter, and at the same time they do have a river. Okay, so I kind of know I must be right because they're my okay, you're on the right board. That's what I need. I need to know, for me to do a reading, put this on YouTube, I need to know certain things related to this case when I do my readings. Does it make sense? Does it, yeah, I need that proof there. No, does it, is there a river near her or whatever, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so I do feel like this house is important for some reason. Like I said, I do feel like the police do know the place, and I feel like people do know the place itself, but the police hasn't checked it yet for some reason. Maybe because it is a holiday house and no one's there. I don't know. Or maybe that people don't see people going in and out of this house or college, I should say. Not quite sure, but it's an important place. Like I said, it's about 30 minutes away from where she was taken, or from school, or from the house, I don't know. But, and that's how I did with the reading. I did get, she wasn't taken from the house. As you all know, it was on the way home, on the way to the school she was taken, okay? So, I hope this is useful. It's really interesting. Like I said at the start, I had no information on her, only her age, where she went missing, and the date. That's pretty much it. Hope it's useful. Like I said, there's 3 contact numbers I have. I'll put down the bottom for you. You can do Crime Stoppers online if you want. So feel free to pass this on to the police, or if you have any information related to this case, please pass it on to the police. It's a really interesting case for me because I didn't get a lot of information from it and laid it online. There is another lady that's a reading, but I didn't look at that yet, so I'll probably want to look at it for a while. But that's pretty much it. So subscribe if you want, thumbs up if you like one, and I'll see you next time for another missing person or another dream. Bye.